Okay, I hope by the time I'm done with this, I never have to talk to View for Boy again. And I might mess up because I'm just not feeling good at all. I feel rotten. Okay, This is a Wikipedia article entitled "The Criticism and Controversy of Folk Kids." Hold on. The management of 4Kids Entertainment has stated that they seek to westernize anime so that children speak in English-speaking countries will understand it, such as judging that such localization is necessary in order for these titles to be marketable. For most titles, the editing 4Kids performance falls in a few broad categories. 4Kids may seek to Americanize the program by changing dialogue, music, food, or stereotypes which would be unfamiliar or offensive to an American audience. They also may remove such materially suggestive objects such as cigarettes or guns, religious symbols, or content deemed too violent or sexual suggestive for children. For example, in Yu-Gi-Oh!, the issue of death is step-sided in the localized version, with dead characters being sent to the Shadow Realm. Other notable examples include removing many incidents of violence from One Piece and the elimination of several episodes from Pokemon. 4Kids has been accused of possessing what appears to be a lack of interest in being faithful to the original artistic vision of an anime, instead focusing on anime's commercial value. In an interview with Al Khan, CEO of 4Kids, when asked how the company decides what property or anime to acquire, his reply was, "We look at things such as popularity and also if it has a merchandising component. Can we license it? Can we license products for it? That's really the main issue for us. The playing pattern is popular and how it merchandises. If we can't merchandise it, it really doesn't have a lot of interest for us." Meaning, the translation meaning, we only do this for money. Khan claimed that in the same interview that the reason for this was because otherwise adapting anime would not be commercially viable due to redubbing, re-editing, and rescoring that they find necessary. The corporation view of prioritizing marketing potentials over faithful adaptations and new is evident in now the functional English dub of One Piece, which has skipped nearly 40 episodes, presumably to introduce 2020 Chopper, a character 4Kids have promoted heavily sooner. These episodes being skipped will create numerous plot holes in future episodes of revised Funimation dub, and it's even caused inconsistency within 4Kids adaptation. You have to turn it off in the test part too. This, along with our controversial editing practices, have resulted in a backlash from within the existing fan base of many of these titles. Adding to the is that beyond the 4Kids management, even the 4Kids scriptwriters have appeared at times to be uninterested in understanding the original material. Instead, displaying non-committal and preserving it faithfully, as 4Kids scriptwriter Michael Hagney admitted in an interview. "I've never played the game, seen the series, or read the comics." When asked about his experience with the Sonic the Hedgehog anime Sonic X, critics argue that this level of insensitivity to the source material has altered some of these titles to the point where they have lost their quality and that originally made appealing in Japan. 4Kids Entertainment remain largely unmoved by these claims, stated, "If anime fans want this program to come to the United States, they're going to have to accept the fact it's only going to be available in two ways." The two ways that Alcon referenced to in his interview were reference to a cut and uncut version of anime. Although 4Kids briefly showed uncut DVDs of Yu-Gi-Oh! And Shaman King, and were doing so at the time of his interview, they have since discontinued that practice for all of the required anime for unknown reasons. This angered many fans of Yu-Gi-Oh! But also fans of other anime that 4Kids have talked about releasing uncut editions of, including One Piece. Ultimately, save for a few uncut DVDs of Yu-Gi-Oh! And Shaman King, 4Kids never released uncut editions of the material before or since, save for the uncut box sets of Ultraman and Tiga. Hence, many fans point out that though 4Kids promised that the anime will be available in two styles, it would seem there are only available in but one. Despite the ad against violence and inappropriate content, moral controversy criticized the 4Kids dub. For example, in March 2006 study by the Parents-Teacher Council on Violence in Children's Television Programming pointed out the 4Kids dub of Shaman King. L. Brent Bozell also pointed out on Shaman King in one of his weekly columns as an example of children media with excess cultural landmines that are uncalled for. Moral controversy arose with the comments made by Alcon and on the subject of manga during the ICV2 graphic novel conference. During his comment, he said, "I think manga is a problem because from kids they don't read less. In every survey we find they're watching more television, you're on the internet more, and manga in my mind is trying to put a square peg in a round hole in the U.S. It will never be a big deal here for kids that are in the computer or the internet generation because they're not going to read. They haven't read, and it's not going to start now." Khan made several question authorizations at the New York Anime Fest, stating that Japan is over and manga is dying in Japan, seemingly ignoring that manga in Japan remains a billion-dollar industry, and that the niche market for graphic novels is increasing in America, including popular manga series such as Naruto. So the point is, the 4Kids dub was awful, the Funimation is bad, it's here to stay, Alcon's an idiot, live with it. Bye.